Whatever you're living, whether it is about your body or whether it is about your relationship or whether it is about your money, no matter what it is about, whatever you're living is only a temporary, in the moment indicator of your temporary, in the moment vibrational offering. That's all it is. The only problem is you don't know that your vibrational offering is temporary because you've been speaking those words for so long, they're stuck in your vibrational craw. You've been telling the same story for so long, you don't know any new stories. Somehow you got convinced that you should tell it like it is. Now let's play that over, what we were just saying. Tell it like it is. Your mother says, tell me the truth of what is. So you say, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough money, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I don't like what you're doing, I don't like what you're doing with my money, I don't like what you're doing with my government, I don't like what you're doing. We're making a point here, and we know it's getting annoying to you, but we want you to understand that you've got to tell a different story. Did we make a point with you about these 2 points of vibrational offerings that are going on? There's the larger you, and then there's the physical you. Do you get that? Do you believe it? Do you understand that you are this source energy being? So listen to the difference in the drums that are being beat. I don't have enough money, 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 I've never had enough money. There's plenty of money, the money is here, the things are lined up, the resources are in place, circumstances of event have been arranged, the money is here, the money is here, look over 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 here. Now we want to depict the emotional difference. I don't have enough money, I don't have enough money, why don't I have enough money? I'm so sorry that I don't have enough money, what have I done wrong? I should have known better, they should have known better. There's plenty of money, nothing has gone wrong, everything that you want is lined up for you. Whenever you're ready, it's right here for you. There's nothing you need to do, you've done all the work, all you need to do is relax and allow what you want to flow into your experience. You want to begin to listen to the drum of the source within you. You want to listen to the call of source. Source is calling you in the direction of what you want. And the way you know that you're moving in the direction is because things start lighting up for you, meaning that they begin feeling really, really good to you. When you get on this track of following the trail that has been pre-paved by you and is being tended by the source within you and is calling you toward what you're wanting, you feel energized, you feel enthusiasm. And yet, you know what your physical world trains you to do? Your physical world says, if it feels good, you need to be wary. You say to your friends, oh, I'm so excited about this. And they say, watch out. Watch out. That positive emotion could mean something's going very, very wrong for you. I've known other people who were positive and bad things happened to them. I think you better play it safe. I think you better stay right where you are. I know he beats you, but he makes a good living. And what we're wanting you to understand is the way you feel is everything, because the way you feel is your indication of whether you're closing the gap between who you're letting yourself be and who you really are, or whether you're widening the gap. And you're going to get so that you can feel statement by statement, whether it's downstream or upstream, downstream or upstream. The downstream statement always feels like relief. It doesn't always feel like sunshine, lollipop, and roses. It doesn't always feel like the best feeling thing that you've ever felt, but the downstream thought from where you stand always feels better than the upstream thought. You can always tell the difference between something that feels a little worse and a little better, a little worse and a little better. Is it easy to think? Is it easy to feel? Is it easy to tell how the thought you think feels? Is there any more to it than that? Have we sort of ground this into the ground today? In other words, we're making far too much of all of this, aren't we? Find something to be happy about and focus on it and be happy. Then find something else to be happy about and focus on it and be happy. Then find something else to be happy about and focus on it and be happy. If you find yourself, by default, not watching what you're doing, stumbling onto something that doesn't feel happy when you focus upon it and don't feel happy until you can't stand not being happy, and then make a decision to focus upon something that feels happy and then focus upon it and be happy. That's pretty much it.
You have about 30 seconds.
Well, there is nothing more that we would give you, any of you, that will take you into greater clarity than what we have already achieved. We want to say to you that we found this particular gathering not only interesting but highly productive, in that we moved into places that we have not been before. This was a really powerful seminar where the nitty-gritty of your questions took us into places that we have not been before. Having said that, we want to leave you with something that we can feel has arisen as a result of the time that we've spent together today, and that is we are all making too much of all of this. In other words, thoughts create, and you have the ability to direct your thoughts. And as you direct your thoughts, your feeling about the thoughts that you are directing will improve. And if you will let your life be about reaching for the best feeling thought that you can find from wherever you are, the universe will continue to deliver to you more opportunities, not only to expand, but more opportunities to revel in the deliciousness of what you have lined up. If we were standing in your physical shoes, we would vacillate between two intentions, and they are very simple intentions. The first one would be, I want to feel good as much as I can feel good, which means I'm going to pay more attention to how I feel, and I'm going to more deliberately guide my thought. And the second intention that we would leave this gathering with, which really falls on the basis of what we've just said, is I am determined. And think of the power of the word determined. I am determined to tell the story, all stories, the story of my life, the story of my wishes, the story of my past, the story of my present. I am determined to tell my story of how I want it to be. So if people say, how have you been? Your answer is irrelevant. As people say, hi, how are you? The answer is irrelevant. Not that you're irrelevant. My story about how I am is irrelevant. My story about how I have been is irrelevant. You want to train people to say, hi, where are you going? Say to your friends, new plan. Hi, where are you going? Hi, what's up? Hi, tell me the good news. In other words, the new story, 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 because the old story is really old news. And the old story, you can't tell the old story and the new story at the same time. And the old story is counterproductive to what's in vibrational escrow. That's the new story. That's where you are. So begin telling the new story, and you'll get better and better at telling it. Tell it not because you're trying to use it to get to where you want to be. Tell the new story for the joy factor in the telling of it. So your friends are going to come to know you as the one who is always happy about explaining where you're going. It's the best teaching that you could ever do. Words don't teach. You teach through the clarity of your example. We have enjoyed this interaction immensely. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain eternally and blissfully in. So the way that we teach this is that you can't miss with this, because contrast is going to cause you to ask. And Source is gathering everything that you're asking for and putting it in this perfect relationship with each other and adding emphasis to it so that your desires are growing and getting clearer and bigger and better, and cooperative components are already gathered in this vibrational realm, so to speak. So if your intention is to feel good, if your intention is to focus upon things that allow you to feel good, if your intention is to resonate with love and appreciation, then what happens is, in this receiving mode, impulses occur to you. If it feels like a struggle, become more general. So whenever you feel that tension, just back away from the specifics and say something that is more general, such as, I have the potential for anything that I want. There'll be no resistance in that. I'm getting better and better at this. There'll be no resistance in that. Already I can feel improvement. There'll be no resistance in that. I know that this universe is abundant. I know that others who are now billionaires were one time standing right where I'm standing. I know that these processes work. I know that I'm coming closer into alignment with what I want. I like the idea of abundance. I like to look for the abundance in my own life experience, not just the financial, but the clarity abundance and the well-being abundance and the physical energy abundance and the beautiful in the world abundance. I'm doing really well in this. I'm looking forward to the universe yielding to me a steady path. I understand that all of my abundance won't come all at once. That's all right. I like the steady stream of abundance that will be flowing to me, that is flowing to me. I love knowing that I'm the creator of my own reality. I love knowing that I can dream big. I love understanding how big what I've put into my vortex is. And I love knowing the energy that creates worlds and my own inner being, and everyone's gathered to assist me in that. I can feel that my work is just to relax and allow it. I don't want it to all come at once. I want to savor it as ideas and pieces of it come. I like the idea of having my own hands in my own clay as I'm processing all of this. I like watching the abundance squirt into my experience in different ways. I like knowing that it will always be good for me. I like feeling my power of understanding. I like understanding the laws of the universe. I'm crazy about my own guidance system. I like knowing by this calm that I'm feeling right now that I'm right on track with what I'm wanting. It feels good to me to know that I can be or do or have anything that I choose. I like knowing that I can massage the energy. I like knowing that when I'm really sure of something, I can really lay on the specifics of it and really get the momentum going, because I love that fast ride. And I love knowing that when it feels a little halting to me, that that's the time and it's all right for me to just slow down and catch my balance and be more general. I know that this is a sure thing. I know that now this idea has occurred to me about something that I want, that it must be. I can feel how long the journey has been even for me to get into the receiving mode and receive that idea. I understand that having received that idea means that I'm well along the way. I'm so looking forward to the details of how that will play out. It's exciting to me to know that I can't miss in this, and that there will be so many avenues through which things will flow. I love the power of my fascinating mind. I love the interest I have on so many different subjects. I love knowing the freedom I have to choose lots of different arenas at the same time. I can feel the cooperative universe surrounding me and participating with me. I look forward to each and every idea as it comes. I don't have to look out into the future and figure it out all at once any more than I have to plan a trip across the country and know every turn I'm going to take along the way. I know that I've got my feet under me and my stability, and I know that I will intuitively know which way to turn and which way to go and when to put on the gas and when to slow down a little bit. I love knowing that I'm the creator of my own reality. There's nothing about this that I don't like. There's nothing about this that I don't know. Can you feel how productive that conversation was? And can you feel how easy it was just to step back from it and not try to cram it, not try to force it, not try to figure it out? Just acknowledge the things that you can acknowledge and feel the vibrational frequency that you accomplished in that. Feel how your cork is floating. Don't all things feel possible right now? Doesn't it just seem perfectly logical that as you're riding the rhythm of that vibrational frequency, that an idea will come and that you'll know it when you see it, and that it will be good, and that it will hear this, and that it will feed your appetite, your realization appetite as you go. You don't want to eat all the food that you're going to eat in the rest of your lifetime today. You think you do, but you really don't want to. It's nice when it keeps showing up and it keeps evolving given the different tastes that you have. Do you remember the things that you used to like to eat compared to the things that you now like to eat? Are you recognizing that your palate is becoming more sophisticated? And your creative palate is too, you see. And so your inner being knows everything that you've created. Your inner being knows not just the potential, but the vibrational reality is for you. And your inner being also knows where you stand in relationship to that, and what resistance is on your trail, and how to call you over and under and around and through this resistance. Not because you have to get past that resistance in order to get to the ending place that you want, but because that's the fun of the journey. It's just being flexible and going and knowing and feeling sure.